I want to talk a bit about our estimates of the cost of doing nothing in these poor and fragile countries, because COVID-19 and the associated global recession are about to wreak havoc in fragile and low-income countries. And my message today, especially in the run-up to the G20 finance ministers meeting, to them and to other rich nations, is that unless we act now, we should be prepared for a series of human tragedies more brutal and more destructive than any of the direct impacts of the virus itself. Inaction, as Tedros and others have been stating very clearly in recent months, will leave the virus free to circle the globe. It will undo decades of development, and it will create a generation's worth of tragic and exportable problems. But it doesn't have to be like that. This can be fixed with money and leadership from the world's wealthier nations and some fresh thinking. We estimate that the cost of protecting the poorest 10% of the global population from the worst effects of the pandemic and the global recession is about $90 billion. That's less than 1% of the stimulus package wealthy countries have put in place to protect the global economy. Today's plan is an important part of that solution. For $10.3 billion, it will help 63 vulnerable countries and cover the global transport system necessary to deliver the relief. The plan obviously is only as effective as the funding it receives. So far, we've raised $1.7 billion. I appreciate every country is being hurt by this pandemic. But I do have to say that the response of wealthy nations who have rightly thrown out the fiscal and monetary rule books to protect their people and their economies, their response has been grossly inadequate when it comes to helping the poorer countries, and that is dangerously short-sighted. The massive problem the world faces can be addressed with relatively little money, with a modicum of imagination, and if we park the old rules to reflect today's unique circumstances.